Fundamentals of Meditation by Lucian. Green appearance is one of four. 1. When given the benefits of this argument, the meditator reports that mental imagery is clear and colorful. There have been reports of seeing the unseen, i.e. states of people around the meditator and even physical states of matter. 1a. I prepared to emulate my hero. I did this by liking my hero. First, I chose a field. Second, I named a hero. Third, I like her. In this way, I prepared to emulate my hero by liking my hero. 2. I prepared to pour the coffee. I did this by having fun. First, I invented the appearance. Second, I had fun. Third, I measured its effectiveness with a metric. In this way, I prepared to pour the coffee by having fun. 3. I prepared to espouse critical positivity in schools. I did this by noting that Year 4 and above in primary school had 50 as per assignment, with 1A accessible. First, I found the result of studying the undergraduate model. Second, I made each one a philosopher. Third, I made each one a philosophical playwright. In this way, I prepared to espouse critical positivity in schools by noting that Year 4 and above in primary school had 50 as per assignment, with 1A accessible. 4. I prepared to transform my Bracening chapter. I did this by paying for editing of my Bracening chapter. First, I asked for uniformity in philosophical terms. Second, I asked for explanations of their ideas in terms of other sections. Third, I asked for secondary texts drawing connections between the texts. In this way, I prepared to transform my Bracening chapter by paying for editing of my Bracening chapter. 5. I prepared to state that the algorithm lines had perspectives because they were written at first. I did this by paying for essays about my Bracening chapters to be written. First, I simulated the court's king's comments. Second, I simulated the jester's comments. Third, I simulated Maid Marion's comments. In this way, I prepared to state that the algorithm lines had perspectives because they were written at first by paying for essays about my Bracening chapters to be written. 6. I prepared to assess the ideas, which had all been explained. I did this by observing God, the master, booming the computational marking scheme essay questions. First, I verified whether the Bracening was valid, positive and vegan. Second, I transcended paths to become God, the master. Third, I verified that the paraphrased answer was cited. In this way, I prepared to assess the ideas, which had all been explained by observing God, the master, booming the computational marking scheme essay questions. 7. I prepared to write on famous subjects. I did this by preparing to write essays. First, I collected comments from the famous subjects and their circle from the perspective of the famous university. Second, I wondered whether Proust agreed with Camus to disagree with capital punishment. Third, I confirmed that this was true. In this way, I prepared to write on famous subjects by preparing to write essays. 8. I prepared to record the answers to prevent plagiarism. I did this by observing the student answering the questions. First, I observed the student understand the topic. Second, I observed the student understand the reason. Third, I observed the student connect new parts of the reason to each other. In this way, I prepared to record the answers to prevent plagiarism by observing the student answering the questions. 9. I prepared to observe students collect their thoughts. I did this by observing the students writing a daily journal. First, I observed them write about their experiences. Second, I observed them write about their feelings. Third, I observed them write about playing with other students. In this way, I prepared to observe students collect their thoughts by observing the students writing a daily journal. 10. I prepared to observe the students lie on the ground. I did this by observing the students practice art or music in the morning. First, I observed the students reason out an argument. Second, I observed them create compositions. Third, I observed them present them. In this way, I prepared to observe the students lie on the ground by observing the students practice art or music in the morning.